With the deal YouTube was going on. Peace to the fam and everybody. Just on here, just trying to drop a little info, a little bit of knowledge, just trying to see what's good, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm just on here, just tripping off all this stuff I've been hearing, man. But you can only hear half the things, you know what I'm saying, that you hear, man. Or believe half the things you hear any damn way, you know what I'm saying? Any damn way. You see what I'm saying? So I can't, I can only take this stuff with a grain of salt, man, at the end of the day. So, you know what I mean? What's good with y'all on this Wednesday evening? Just trying to see what's up, man, and trying to drop a little bit of knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying, to go around. But yeah, man. So the stuff I've been hearing, I just been hearing a lot of crazy stuff, man, from this fog density. You know what I'm saying, and heavy smoke in New York, these wildfires to this. You know what I'm saying, to Cornell West talking about he's about to run for president. To I'm just, it's just it don't cease to amaze me, man. The distraction apparatus is real over here, as we can see. My bad. Maybe I shouldn't say that because a lot of us can't see, and a lot of us won't see. But yeah, man, it's just a lot of distraction rituals going on over here. So, or over there, you see what I'm saying? They're producing a lot of that bullshit. So let me come back and hit y'all with a video real quick, man. Of this interesting topic that we got going on about Eric Adams, man. Him literally telling you to have strangers live with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the weirdest thing. I never heard nothing like that in politics, man. But as I say, stuff gets weirder and weirder, man. And you won't you can't make this stuff up, man. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I just don't understand it. I don't get it, but I guess I do understand, and I do get it. It's just political ploys, man. I mean, he's going towards that Democratic base, that liberal base, that he's trying to reach. You see what I'm saying? And by him saying that, and pitching a weird idea like that and talking about, let them stay in residences and businesses. And it's just like, it just, it just don't make no sense, man. But it's designed not to make sense. It's designed to make you question and re-question what the hell's really going on in this instant. You see what I'm saying? It really is, for the most part. So, yeah, man. So, let me get into a video real quick about this whole topic. I mean, I just think this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever I've ever heard, man. And you know, it just don't make any sense, I'm not gonna let any complete stranger, you know what I'm saying, stay at my house and stay with me. I mean, I don't know what the whole premise of this is all about, but let me go into this real quick. So hold up. Let me see. Oops. Hold up. I mean, I'm just gonna go with Fox on this one. I just want to hear what they got to say, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't mess with none of these stations and networks, but I already know they're gonna clown. So this is a fair use of 19 Act of 1976 under Section 107. It basically gives me fair use to report on this story for computer excuse me, for educational purposes and criticism purposes. All right, and this is definitely gonna be some criticism behind this damn video. So let's go. Hold on.
Look, let's begin. I know you're not a fan of this plan, right?
Well, of course I'm not a fan of this plan. It's absolutely outrageous. Not only does New York City have a housing crisis, we have an affordability crisis. People are renting apartments in New York City for thousands and thousands of dollars. People are having difficulty paying their mortgage, paying their rent, keeping up with their property taxes that have increased year after year. And the mayor is now telling hardworking taxpayers that they need to pay so individual who crossed into our country illegally at the border last week can live rent-free. I mean, what planet are we living on? It's absolutely outrageous. And the mayor, I've said it before, needs to challenge, and he is, by the way, finally, after I've been calling for him for a year to challenge this right to shelter law, it's finally going to go before a judge, because this was intended for homeless New Yorkers, right? Citizens who fell on difficult times, became homeless, to give them a shelter, not for individuals who just entered our country last week or citizens of other countries. And, you know, it's just, of course, this is going to continue to just incentivize individuals to come over our border. That's exactly what's going to happen. He says they keep coming because you're giving them free housing.
Mm.
You know what strikes me about this, Congresswoman, is the fact that for so long, those people, especially in New York and other, cities far away from the border, were very critical of the efforts to prevent people from coming illegally into the country. They were 2,000 miles away from where it was happening, but now it's on their doorstep, and they're getting a taste of what Arizona and Texas has been dealing with for years. So there's a little bit of, you know what, this is the reality of the situation. It'll be interesting to see if they change their mind on unfettered, migration across the border. Whatever happened to Homeland Security?
You're absolutely right. And in a city, in post 9/11 world, New York City, of all places, should understand the dangers of having an open border. We found terrorists on the suspected FBI terror watch list attempting to cross over. Even in the interior, we found them. But in addition to that, you have the fentanyl, enough fentanyl to kill millions of Americans being found on a regular basis now. The drug cartels have set up operations in our cities. It all needs to be stopped, and it can only be stopped if the president undoes the policies he put in place and secures the border, or if the Senate takes up the House's border security bill, which we passed last month. Senator Schumer has not passed our bill, and he has not passed his own bill. So he has to do something here so we can reconcile our differences and move forward. So short of the president or Senator Schumer doing something on border security, we're going to continue to see this crisis, and we should not have a mayor that continues to incentivize it. You know what's happening today in Washington? We've got the New York City Council Speaker, we've got the New York City Finance Chairman, Justin Brannan, here lobbying for more money so they can continue to add shelters, so they can continue to provide housing for migrants. I'm just not going to support that type of policy. We need to get border security in place, and we can work on immigration too, by the way. We should be addressing the issues of visas. We should be addressing the issues of judges and other matters, so we can have a proper asylum process that flows and order at the border. But what's going on right now is unacceptable.
No, you got an echo, man.
What up? What up? He says the echo?
Yeah.
What about now? You still hear it? Oh no. That's interesting. So what's going on, man? What's good? BJ up in the house, man.
Listen to this show.
Yeah, man. This dude Eric Adams.
Man, no, it's not an echo. It's a playback. Like what you just said came back.
Hold on. Let me, all right, does that sound better? I close some windows.
Okay, yeah, that might be what you did, because I could. Yeah. It's not repeating no more.
Word, what's good?
No,
Yeah. Really? Interesting. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
That's weird.
You got me now?
Yeah. Let me hold on.
You good?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man. But this dude Eric Adams is funny, man. It's just like where in in politics you would ever hear something like that, or a politician say something crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let nobody that I don't know stay with me anyway. So let alone somebody from another country. You know what I'm saying? It's not even here legally. You feel me? Like it doesn't make no sense. But see, that's his base. He's going to that liberal base. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want to preach. That's what they've been pushing and pitching. Joe Biden and all these. You
On
know
the
what I'm saying?
surface, on the surface, it's not a bad idea.
But I mean, but it's just like the thing is too. But it's just like if that's the case, you know what I'm saying, build something from like from institute. I don't know, but at the same time, you got to start addressing this immigration policies any damn way. It's just like they're really letting these people over here, man. I'm telling you. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Like I was saying on the show earlier, man, it's just like both sides want them over here. Both sides, you know what I'm saying? It's not just one side that wants them or doesn't want them. You see what I'm saying? And that's what they try to make it seem like it's just Democrat, but it's both. They both benefit, off them one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be votes, it be labor, it be, you know what I'm saying? Numbers, something, But I mean, it's just like, and then they, they saying that Eric Adams is fed up with the Biden and this whole thing. But it's just like, you getting paid by which it don't matter if you're fed up with Biden or the policies or whatever. You're getting paid by Bloomberg. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do and say what Bloomberg says to do. Period. You see what I'm saying? Bloomberg is gonna pitch whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna put out a certain amount of money or whatever amount to get whatever he wants done by you. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. You see, so I don't understand why it's just, but that's just the press they put out in the media, putting out stories like that to try to make it seem like, oh, there's some kind of, you see what I'm saying? One person is fed up with one or whatever, this and that, or it's just like, it's just all BS, man, at the end of the day, man. And he would never, been pushing the stop and frisk, and he's just full of it. Like I said, he's doing what Bloomberg wants him to do and pays him to do, man. These people are bought and paid for at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? But it's just like, that's like putting the band-aid on the wound. You're not trying to come up with any kind of immigration reform or anything or something, you know what I'm saying? Any kind of new policies, but then you want people to like to house them and to do all this. It's like, I don't know, man. It's just interesting. Let's do Eric Adams, man. I mean, he's disappointed me before with certain things, man. He said and did, and it's just like, oh, everybody should be able to come over here and this and that and live a good life. And it's just like, man, it's funny because you couldn't go to their countries and it'd be the same way, man. It's just interesting how this stuff is, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, one of them, both sides want them over here for one thing or another. Point blank, period. You see what I'm saying? You know, and they getting what they want. You see what I'm saying? And they getting what they want. And they can pay them for less wages too. That's the thing. So it's all about, you see what I'm saying? All about strategizing with these damn people, man. You know what I'm saying? What you say? What you think, BJ and shit? What's your take on all
Actually,
that?
tell you the truth, that's actually a good move by Eric Adams.
What, to have them like in the house, like put them in people's houses or what?
Uh, if he said that people are struggling economically, so it's probably better for people who want it, they can get it. They're paying you, but daggone, it's kind of funny. They won't pay you to put homeless people in your house who probably were more deserving.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it couldn't be regular homeless people though. It couldn't be just the Americans. It's like it got to be these people that are not from here. It's just I don't know. I mean, it's just they're talking about discrimination and this and that, but this America does things a lot of times to discriminate against certain groups, and they ain't gonna call it that, and they gonna make it seem like that, but it's like, and then they want you to, they always wanted you to either use your taxpayer money or you using your time or your vote or something, and energy or something into doing something that fits their narrative and agenda. It's never the other way around. You know what I'm saying? They're never gonna do nothing for you like that. But like I said earlier on the show, man, our misleaders, that's not what the misleaders are doing. You know what I'm saying? The misleaders aren't pushing for that. These misleaders aren't pushing for us. You know what I'm saying? Like them or anything to get done for us. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's sad to say, man, we're on our own, man. You know, we are on our own.
Yes, we are on our own. And if we keep on going this way, it'd be like before our self-destruct.
Damn, that's real.
So
that's real spit, man. But yeah, you wanna
yeah,
you
go ahead.
want to touch on that the Virginia graduation shoe? You want to touch on?
Yeah, pull it up, man. Pull it up.
I mean, it's like what's really going on with this? And then they're showing the guy's picture or girls, whatever that or whoever that is.
No, pull it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, not trying to be funny or nothing, but I don't know.
No, pull it up, man. Go ahead.
I don't know if it's a girl, a guy, or
no. Wait a minute. You stay right on New York, right quick. Now you know in New York they say the sky is orange or something from Canada.
Oh yeah, right.
Wildfire. They said they had to shut down the airport today and all that. You know, they said the air quality was at like a code red or something.
Wait, let me pull that way down. Hold on.
Doesn't that sound like climate change to you?
Damn. See, you know what? And this is the thing too. You know, I never really looked at it, thought about it like that. But it's always something. There's never really anything in this world
that big emergency all the time, ain't it?
Right, and there's never really anything in this world that are called coincidences. It's not really a such thing as a coincidence. You know what I'm saying?
So you had to shut down a whole airport.
And see, what other thing did they shut down the airports for 9/11, right? All right, so hold on.
You know what else they want to do, right? They want people to get rid of their gas-powered furnaces.
Oh, that's right.
We're getting close to a tyranny, brother.
Health impacts. Okay. So I'm going for this is Fox 5, all right? So fair use, section 10, you know what I'm saying? Under the Copyright Act 1976, under section 107, this gives me fair use to report on this story for criticism and educational purposes, all right? And this is going to be a lot of criticism in this one. So so let's go. Well, what up? Mason Capone in the building was good.
It's a level of pollution that is unhealthy. It's recommended we all keep our trips outside short and definitely don't do any.
Man, share this out. Y'all share this like this and share this bad boy out. Because we going in on these agendas right here.
Any strenuous activities in this brutal haze until the smoke particles clear.
And we have Fox 5 live team coverage. Nick is tracking the smoke and the haze in our area, and Teresa Priolo is live in the thick of it. And Weehawken and Teresa, it was like apocalyptic outside.
Hey, wait a minute.
Certainly was. You both shortening your time outside tonight.
Yeah,
we saw children who were playing outside, coughing, pets trying to clear their.
She just told you it looked apocalyptic, didn't she?
Right.
The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, perhaps?
Right.
Zombie apocalypse, remember? All the stuff they were talking about? Zombie apocalypse.
Interesting.
Yeah. Very interesting, don't you think?
Their throats, and as you can see the skyline behind me, there's still a haze lingering over it. The best way to describe this is if you've ever been near a campfire or a wildfire, it feels like that, not something that is burning hundreds and hundreds of miles away.
And I've been living in Jersey my entire life, and I've never seen anything like this.
If ever there was a day to stop and enjoy the New York City skyline, this wasn't it. A haze of smoke and fire particulates filled the air of the tri-state, making what should have been a bright and beautiful day feel, well, post-apocalyptic.
We were on the 80th floor of my building having an event, and it was just...
What could you see or not see out of the building?
You couldn't see anything.
The haze and amber skies are a result of wildfires raging out of control in eastern Canada.
I thought there was a local fire when I went outside about 15 minutes ago.
According to meteorologists, this haze is due to a slow-moving low-pressure system centered near Nova Scotia.
On the west side of that, there's all these northerly winds that are drawing down all this smoke from the wildfires that have been impacting across a good portion of eastern Canada, including Quebec.
As a result, the air quality is so bad, the National Weather Service rated it unhealthy and put out an alert, encouraging people to stay inside.
When we breathe this air, it goes deep into our lungs. These small particles and the organic matter on them can partition into the bloodstream through the lungs and then get transported through the bodies.
It's something you can feel, smell, and taste when you walk outside.
We feel it in our eyes. My husband's a little more compromised than I am, but he...
Yeah, I have lung issues, I have asthma, and it smells like barbecue.
In addition to the Weather Service alerts, Governor Kathy Hochul and the state's Department of Environmental Conservation, as well as Mayor Eric Adams, warn New Yorkers to stay inside for the next few days.
I'm trying to limit my exposure outside a little bit.
What is happening? Is it the climate, or is something like what you just said? Yes, Armageddon. It makes you nervous. It does.
Yeah, it really is very, very strange to be out here. Perhaps the worst part is that the taste of this actually lingers in your throat. Hey, if you've got these things still lying around, a handy-dandy mask, they're going to come in handy the next couple of days. Steve and Natasha, as we understand it, this will not be done tonight because it's going to linger for the next few days. That's the latest from Weehawken tonight. Back to both of you in the studio.
Yeah, I saw so many people wearing masks outside.
Yeah, I mean, it smells
Come on,
local.
man.
It's so
All right, stop.
When there's nothing holding you back, what would your thing?
Now they say they want you to stay inside, don't they?
Right. Sounds like what's the name?
For 3 days. How many days is that? Are they gonna say 1, 2, 3 days, perhaps?
Oh no, right.
But my thing is, if they want you to stay inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why they tell you to put a mask on? Seems like they're getting back to the thing virus days, huh?
Mm-hmm.
See the woman with the mask on, she accesses the climate. She they told you it's apocalyptic, didn't they tell you that?
Man.
They give me all the cold words in there. That's why I was like, okay.
See, we're not gonna be able to catch it though.
Now think about this.
It's
why
programmed.
If it's so bad, why the reporter outside, she out there talking? Why they ain't got her around the desk talking?
Right. Why she not do? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, see, that's the thing, man. Unfortunately, man, let's just be honest, man. A lot of us we don't use our critical thinking skills. We don't be on our square, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't really be on it, man. It's just like, you know, and the thing is, this is like, it gives me 9/11. It gives me 9/11 vibes. You know what I'm saying? It gives me 9/11 vibes. And then, you know, the way, and then she's talking about she came after her office. All of a sudden, she couldn't see nothing. That's the same thing they were saying in 9/11 with the dust and debris. But my thing is, damn, I mean, that shit came all the way from Canada. Like, damn, I mean, wow, you know. My thing is, if it's come from Canada, how come you don't see none of this in Detroit or places that are right next door to Canada? You know, it's interesting. It's like, why New York, you know? And the thing is, all around this time where Eric Adams is talking about this migrant thing, and these migrants is here and there, and it's just like, it's just an interesting play out, man. It's just like a lot of this stuff be linked together, man, and you know what I'm saying? You might not even really, you know and be able to connect the dots, man, but it really is, man. You see what I'm saying? For the most part, and it's just like, why is, it's like you said, why is she out there? You see what I'm saying? And if it's so dangerous, you see what I'm saying? She's going to risk herself being out there reporting this situation. And you know, and talking about staying inside for 3 days. I mean, basically, so are they on lockdown or what's going on with the staying inside thing? They must be on lockdown. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. BJ. What you think, man? It's just like, you know, I mean, that is a crazy situation, man. You know, that is scary. You know, how coming outside and it being like that or whatever. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, I just don't think that I just find this everything just is very, very, very interesting, man. For the most part, man, very interesting. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So, let's go on to this thing, the school shooting, man. It's just like, wow, man.
I want no school shooting.
I mean, with graduation, right? Shooting,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It was at a matter of fact, it was at a theater.
Interesting. I remember the time where they were saying that the guy shot up the theater for the Batman thing. You know, let me see. All right, let me see. Let me play this. Oh, I got it right here. What is this? The video?
Get Your Guide is the source for endless, unforgettable travel experiences. Yep, we sell memories. That moment of awe in front of a masterpiece. The revelation when your tour guide changes the way you see the world. Wow, no way. And, well, I'm crying in public right now. We have those, and then some. Make memories with Get Your Guide. Unforgettable travel experiences.
Crazy, right?
Damn.
You're driven by an adventure.
Well,
Damn. Okay, so
coming out theater. Now I got some more information on it. So, matter of fact, I'm about to send it to you.
yeah, because that's like, damn. It's
Let me ask you a question. What you know about drill music?
Okay, yeah, drill music. That's like a lot of what a lot of these youngsters be listening to nowadays. I think that has a root. They say something, I think, in England or London or something, and it came out to New York or something. Yeah.
All right, I'm about to send it. I just sent it to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Suspect and graduate victim had ongoing year-long dispute. Yeah, that's right, Mason Capone. That is actually right. They had beef over a year and some change. Yes, that's what's being reported. Yes. Now, Frank, they always say when you got beef, what do you do? You deal with the person you got beef with, correct?
Right.
By going there, they had no concern. They knew what time they was coming out of the graduation. They obviously mean they waited to get their target.
Right.
They happened to see him, they fired, and they happened to kill or hurt other people in the process. And a 9-year-old girl was also hit by a car.
I mean, it's just that number though, 9. You know.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you, the little girl got hit by a car. I didn't even need to know her age, but I know she got hit by a car.
Damn.
And one other guy, he's suffering for his life or like that. And some other people got shot. I think people 55. But my thing is, this superintendent, Jason Commerce, is from Chicago. He had ties to Barack Obama back in the day. Superintendent of Richmond, Virginia Public Schools. All right. Winston Sears, the lieutenant governor, did come out and say it was a cowardly act. But don't worry about, she said, get the guns from the criminals. Don't go after the law-abiding citizens. Because, like I told you, I just say just watch your back and watch where you are. Be aware of your surroundings. And this shit could pop off at any time.
Oh, yeah.
But And I realized they call it a graduation shooting, not a mass shooting.
That says a
But
lot.
I will say this: we do have to understand. We do have to understand that these children really, it's kind of like at war with themselves too. You know what I'm saying? They get a beef. They're not fighting nobody. They going out and just they ain't going for the kill. And whether they've been watching too much Grand Theft Auto, shooting contests, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Right.
They're gonna do what they gotta do. That's why you gotta be careful with them. I don't know if you hear me.
Oh, my bad. Like what you were saying, too. That makes a lot of sense too because this type of music, man. I mean, back in the day, I wouldn't say it really was the music, but I think so. Really, more so now it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just constant negativity, man. You know,
Think about it. Think about it now. Think about something else. I mean, we just gotta call it out. I don't know about this boy right here because his dad was with him and got killed too. See what I'm saying? But we don't know if his dad was with him at the graduation. I mean, he could have been raised by a single mom. We don't know. I don't know. So, but I do know that when you have a community with 75 to actually probably more so 80% of the children are, raised by single mother, that is contributing to the madness. For these boys don't know how to control themselves.
Okay, so look, how old was?
Matter of fact, wait a minute, Frank. Hold on. I forgot to mention. They only talked about that shooting. I told you it was another shooting about 2 or 3 hours later in the east end of Richmond, where 3 guys got shot on the same day. This was another shooting they had, and it could have been a retaliation that one. What I'm letting you know is there was another shooting. The news did not report that one. Shootings happen in Richmond, Virginia all the time. They just took this graduation story because this was something that happened at an event.
Right.
People get shot all the time, man. That ain't nothing.
Right.
In 1994, I think 95, Richmond, Virginia was called the murder capital. They had like 100 and some murder. We had projects in Blackwell and all that. So this is not new. They just bring it up because it's trendy and it can also help with the gun control agenda.
Right.
So it ain't nothing new. This is some bullshit.
Makes sense.
But I will say this. All graduations have been canceled. And school is out for the year now. So they actually supposed to close school on Friday, out for the year now, okay? And instead of having a graduation in a big forum like the theater or the Siegel Center or whatever, because they have them in these arenas so they can get more people, they can only have them at the school mostly where they attended. So they're not gonna have it a big forum. So every school gonna have their own graduation. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not gonna be like they got graduations at this school and like everybody can come, you get a ticket and you can stay for like 3 or 4 graduations. No, you got to go to that school. And they say they're gonna do door checks at the door and improve security efforts. What does that sound like? Sound like they're running a probe, don't you?
Yep. Same thing with 9/11, man. With that, when it happened,
they're gonna start doing a crackdown. Don't be surprised if this thing get all the way up to the White House now.
Right. Right. Very political, man. And that's the thing, man. Instead of getting real answers and real solutions, they just make stuff political. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, I let you know too that they're the ones making, you know what I'm saying, making the, you see what I'm saying, making these situations, man. You know what I'm saying, and coercing them, man, and you know what I'm saying. I mean, they kind of like telling themselves with it, man. And especially with the other one with the the 9/11 remark. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that's kind of it kind of triggers you in your subconscious mind back to the 9/11. You know what I mean? And actual 911, an emergency. So it's just and they're talking about the air quality and all this and that. I mean, I just think, man, you know what I'm saying? You just got to be careful, man, because a lot of this stuff be psyops, man. A lot of this stuff just be operations, man, like we were saying. A lot of this stuff is just test runs. And a lot of this stuff is just designed to, you know what I mean, for the most part, man, just really confuse and distract you. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, we just got to be vigilant, you know what I mean? You know, and just stay on truth, man.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, for the most part, you know, but yeah, man, these schools. I mean, it's just interesting, man, because it's like, and then even a couple weeks ago, I was watching. They was talking about on Memorial. Was it Memorial? One of them days was it? Memorial. One of them days, holidays that just passed. They're talking about in Compton. I mean, not Compton, in Chicago. It was like, so this is just a mass amount of shootings. It's just like, I mean, I just think a lot of this stuff, man, just be orchestrated, man. A lot of this stuff be coerced, man, just to keep that narrative, you know, and to keep it, you know, the people and keep the stereotypes on where we stay at. You see what I'm saying? And where people like me and you live and dwell, you know what I mean? Versus where their people do, you know? You know, just like we've seen with the whole, what's that called with the fentanyl crisis and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They want to call it a crisis when it's them involved with it, but when it's us, it's the war on drugs. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a real double standard. You see what I'm saying? And we know who's protected. You see what I'm saying? But that should give us even more reason to stick together, man, and come together. But a lot of times we're not going to do that. You see what I'm saying, DJ? So I don't know, man. It's a long road.
Well, we just got to be a little bit more smarter than what we're doing. You know, it is what it is. But, you know, like I said, I look out for people that got hurt hard by senseless violence, you know. But this is what you get. I mean, like they said back in the day, never hesitate to put an end on his back. Huh? That's Dr. Dre. Never hesitate to put an end on his back.
And you see how, you know, you see when it's, you know, one of us or whatever, we'll say stuff like that, man, and you know what I'm saying, and we'll talk about doing harm to one of us, but when it comes down to one of them,
hey, Frank, they ain't talking about putting Bob on his back.
Ooh, exactly. Or Timothy, or you know what I'm saying? Are you right, man? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
hey, man,
or Bill. You know what I'm saying? You're right, man.
Hey, man.
Bill,
I mean,
we don't think
look,
Bill
gonna put you on your back. See what I'm talking about? Bill put you on your back. Dago, you could be recording news crying about Dago F the police and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I never understood about Ice Cube song called F the Police?
Mm-hmm.
They always talk about F the Police, but then they cry for police to come help them when the shootings happen.
Right.
Ain't that crazy?
You can't have it. You can't have it both ways.
I mean, they gotta do their job, but daggone, you know, when BLM was going on, the police said have drawn back their support to certain areas. Said daggone, we take an hour to come. We ain't coming. Don't worry about it. Ambulance won't even come in some of these neighborhoods, you know.
No, you are right though.
Mm-hmm. But you were saying, let me say one thing about you talking about Eric Adams, right? Earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about this years ago. Eric Adams gonna really make them dudes feel it out there in New York. They gonna really feel the pain when Eric Adams getting off, because you know he gonna be boot licking and shoe shining like a motherfucker.
Oh, you know he is.
He gonna be dead. He gonna do the job.
Yeah, because he you know, he just for the establishment. He just for, you know, was Bloomberg's boy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, he's just gonna fall right along and right in line. You know, and then that's the thing, man. I mean, honestly, we're just talking some basic.
Eric Adams love doing the business of smaller heads, man.
That's exactly. And see, we just talking about some, like, you know, some like small, level politics. We talking about, but
Faith-based initiative, brother. Let me put you in the church home.
exactly. And see, the thing
Remember,
is, and
the
they've been doing this,
FBI faith-based initiative was
and they've
put
been
in
doing
by
this.
George Bush back then. Daggone Clinton had something to do with it too. But they basically said, your church is really what? Your church is really a government business for real.
Oh yeah, 501c3.
Think about it.
Tax
Think about
exempt
it. What did they put when in 2020 when they got their money? What you want to do? You want to get this money, baby? Take the jail.
Damn.
Daggone, we got immigrants coming. Daggone, we let them in the church. All right, what else you got next? Daggone, voting rights. Oh, what the NAACP come with after that? Forget the church. They say, don't go to Florida because of Ron DeSantis' policy.
Wow.
Don't go to Florida because daggone Ron DeSantis don't want you to be dressing up in drag.
Damn.
That was what it's about. Remember Ron DeSantis?
And then remember that
Disney. He got a battle with Disney, don't he?
yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Disney owned. I don't mind him having a battle with Disney. You know why? Because Disney was owned by a pedophile.
And then I was just about to say, remember I don't know, she like a producer, it's like a creative producer, something like that, for these cartoons. Remember that black a lady that looked like us? She talking about she wants to make Disney queer. You know what I'm saying? And wants to make it gay. Man, she actually said that out of her mouth. So
The
I don't mind
Oscars got a
fighting
thing
that,
by
man.
2025. You have to include all your characters. Got to have some diverse equity and inclusion.
Wow.
So these people are not really out giving out awards. They need to just say the diversity, equity, and inclusion awards, and they want to give all the freak shows the award. Disney's going to admit it. How you feel about that?
Man, exactly. Like you said it, man. You said it right. But see, these people study a lot of propaganda and a lot of, what I'm saying, basically conditioning of people's minds and stuff like that, man, and psychology. So, you know what I mean? They could play this on the American people, you know what I'm saying, with no problem, and without the American people even know what they're doing, man. And, just like, for example, man, every, 4 years, they want to put you out there in that line and vote. And you see what I'm saying? And and when it's nothing's going to happen, man, you going to vote. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be the same old, and then you going to vote. They already going to know who they're going to select anyway. You know what I'm saying? These people ain't dumb, The establishment ain't stupid, you know what I'm saying? To be ruling, for a small amount of them to be ruling over
one thing, Frank. Vote blue no matter who.
Damn, see, and you got to watch out for people like that. You got to watch out for people like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's dangerous, man. And that's just, what I'm saying, leading our people astray. But then at the same time, my thing is grown ass people that are easily led astray. You know what I'm saying? Something is wrong with your mental and your condition.
You know what?
Your condition any damn way. You know what I'm saying?
I want to give a shout out to what's it? Valerie Denise Jones, right? You know why?
Yeah.
See, I can't even able to do my show for months because they still blocking me or whatever. They won't let me go live or whatever. But she got Shada Raza Ali coming on her show Friday.
Oh.
Now, that is somebody like I would knock the door there and listen to because she makes a lot of points. She's been talking about this for a long time, right? But I didn't. But after she had talked to her and I listened to her talk on a promo, I listened to other things she had said. She was talking about, dietary eating, why the pig is not clean eating, so forth and the like, right? And she was also talking about, the Black man's guide to understand the Black woman and so forth and the like. But she was talking about how to eat better. What do you do when you need a survival kit? And how would you survive? How would you have enough food for days in a condition? So I said, this is a well-rounded lady.
Right.
And we need to understand that, when she talks about, right, you can open up barriers on everything else. See, a lot of this stuff we have going on today is just like imaginary barriers. Like society say do it. Kind of like I told you about that girl named Angel Reese. I said, what are they using her for? Now you see her with Lotto and Cardi B and all this stuff. Yeah, you know.
Wait, explain, break it down to the people who she was and what happened with her.
Angel Reese was the basketball player who did the You Can't See My Face for when LSU was playing. And then now she's a swimsuit model. She's making more money, can make more money in the daggone college basketball as you than WNBA. Now she a swimsuit model. They got her carrying around purses. Now she in the videos with Cardi B. Daggone, she made a big stinker. She won't go into the White House. And then next thing you know, guess what? She was at the White House celebration.
You can't believe these people, man. These people just they get paid to do this, man. You know what I'm saying? That's part of their character.
And then they made it thing a bill like it's a big deal about she going to the White House. Who really cares?
But this is their character. You know, it's just a part of their character that they play.
Yeah, they were saying that she was ghetto and all that. You know, I'm like, you know, they were saying that she said something to the white girl or whatever. I'm like, look,
yeah.
Look, and they played it for a while, right? But all I always say with these stories, how were they gonna promote her? Now she in the video with Lotto and Cardi B.
Two of the most ratchet, like, man.
Pull up a picture right now and put it on the screen of Lotto and Angel Reese. Just pull up the image. You can see what I'm talking about. They got some crazy looking shoes on too.
Wait.
I'm gonna see can I find it too.
Yeah, it's just you know, really burnt out, man. It's just really obvious, like at this point.
All right, I'm gonna send you the article, okay?
Hold on.
Parodies SNL. She appeared in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. She visited the White House. She appeared in a commercial during the NBA Finals, and now she is appearing in a music video. She has done it all. For those who aren't aware, Angel Reese has a short appearance in Lotto and Cardi B's music video for their song "Put It on the Floor Again." In this song, Cardi says, "I've been balling so hard, I could have went to LSU." And that's when you see Angel Reese make her appearance with her arms folded. And even though she just has a very short appearance in this music video, I think Angel Reese is only on the screen for probably a second or so. This is huge for women's basketball as a whole, also for LSU and for Angel Reese in particular. The fact that the team was even shouted out in a song.
Hold on.
Oh, they said a volcano erupted in Hawaii, prompting a code red of aviation warning.
LSU star Angel Reese features in Lotto's and Cardi B's new rap video as she continues to cash in on massive multi-million-dollar endorsement. So you get an endorsement for. I mean, that lets you know everything was staged, though.
College basketball player LSU now. I just told you massive endorsements.
It lets you know this is all that stuff was staged. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff with that girl, white girl, and all that.
Making money now. She's making money. Frank, ain't she?
All of a sudden, yeah, it's like, oh, okay. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? I could stage something, you know what I mean, and fix something up a little bit.
now she getting all the endorsements. Like Darren Muhammad said, she ought to play at LSU for the next 10 years, all the money she making now.
Oh man.
But I'm looking at it more show they trying to make her a basketball. Because LSU, for real, let's just be honest. The WNBA is mostly, they're gonna tell you they 98% lesbian, man. I'm just being honest.
Oh yeah, that's real.
Okay. I don't know if she is or not, but they trying to at least have a female sex symbol.
Ooh.
And she fit in the mold.
She fit the mold.
A tall one of that, because they just showed you she was in a swimsuit edition too.
Mm-hmm. Not a coincidence. We not see, and that's the thing too. We be tripping, man, because it's like we fail to see. You know what I'm saying? When we're when they're pulling the wool over our eyes. You know what I'm saying? We fail to see that. You know what I mean? For the most part, man, it's just like, and then she basically, played her part to get all that money. You know, she just played her position, her part, real quick. That's all that was, right? She played right along with that. And it's just like, I mean, it's only obvious though to me, It's just like, but you're right. That's the sex symbol. That's the mold. You know what I'm saying? That she fit. You know what I mean? And but you said it. They gonna have her, man.
Okay. Check this out, Frank. One of the most active volcanoes in the world begins erupting after 3-month pause.
That's interesting.
And there also been an aviation warning. It's in Hawaii.
That's interesting.
So what do you think, man? Like you say, this stuff is contrived, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's contriving it?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Let's talk about the Wizard of Oz or the man behind the curtain.
Right.
We talking about who contriving this stuff and all that stuff. We know who's contriving it.
It's people that don't look like us, I'll tell you that.
Could it be those Creed? Could it be those people you call the Creed people?
Exactly, man. Hey, look, them people got a lot of power. Maybe even the Jesuits and them too, but definitely the Creed people. You see what I'm saying? And see, when people got power, when you can't say certain things about them, and when you can't say things about them at all, you can't talk about them. You got to watch what you say. You got to, you know what I mean? Like be twinkle toes. You know what I'm saying? Or when you gotta do that, that lets you know something's up. That lets you know these people are in power, right? And they got more power over you because anybody can say anything about you in the news media or say certain things about you and nothing to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? But but then at the same time, what's up with these misleaders that we call leaders, right? You know what I'm saying? They're a part of it too. They don't tote no lie behind it.
They're not misleaders. They're communist bastards.
Damn. And it's been like that since from back in the day. They've been down with the communists.
They infiltrating our ass.
You know what I'm saying? And
getting information.
Oh yeah.
Al Sharpton ain't no FBI informant for no reason, man.
And it wasn't just to the Italians either. He sold us out too, man. Not just to the Italians.
Oh shit, he been selling you out for a minute. Daggone selling you for a bag of goods and daggone and asking you, do you want a cookie?
And see, I be telling people, man, like, I be telling people, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't even get involved with these, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, too, just like, what's the name? Okay, let's talk about this dude that's running for president. What's his name? Cornel West. What the hell's up with Cornel West, man? What's really going on with Cornel West? It just seems like, honestly, they put him out there, you know what I'm saying, to try to draw maybe, but he's running independent, but to draw more of a liberal Democratic base towards both him and Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? If Joe Biden runs, and because then that'll combat the Robert F. Kennedys and the DeSantis's in the
Man, look at man, ain't nobody listening to that. Hey, look. Now, check this out. I'm looking at my computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And guess what I got on in the middle of my daggone screen? Polluted air warning in effect.
They're talking about
Why is
polluted
this on
air.
my screen?
So they're talking about like the Eastern Seaboard over there. Where you at, huh?
They say the whole East Coast. They're trying to see the whole East Coast is on a code red, man. The air is polluted.
Wow. Now see, this is the thing. This is the type of stuff.
Next thing when a little kid walk down the street with a goddamn mask.
Oh, they're gonna do the mask thing again. Oh, dude. See, it's just like, I mean, I just think, and I know too, history repeats itself, but then they'll just use a different form and a different strategy the second and third time. You know what I'm saying? But history does repeat itself.
I wouldn't be surprised though, Frank,
Mm-hmm.
with all this smoking stuff in the air. Could they run EDM or something like that? No, electromagnetic pulse, EMP.
Ooh.
This would be the time to do it.
That's a good question.
You can say everything on fire, can't you?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point, BJ. Damn. They're doing something right now. Something's going on.
Yeah, they're doing something to our ass.
You know,
we got to be prepared. We got to be prepared, and we got to be smart, vigilant, and know what's up. Yes. But
man,
I want to say,
you got to be careful out there, BJ, man. Damn, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, is it really what the media is saying it is? You know what I'm saying? That's what, I'm kind of stuck in between those two things. Is there really something going on like the media saying it? Because most of the time it don't be.
It's never what they say it is. And by the way, let me say this before I go. They did fire CNN CEO today. Chris Lick. They got mad with him because he had Trump on the town hall at the time. You know, he was trying to turn CNN more like neutral, but they got pissed off with that. Then, he got rid of Don Lemon and all the freak shows and stuff. Oh, and by the way, it was found out that Anderson Cooper was giving out tens of millions of dollars or $10 million plus to push the jab.
Oh, of course, man. I mean, it was pushing that shit hard, though. Like
Pfizer. So, as we always say, when you uncover the rock, they're gonna throw that rock and hide the hand, but it's our job to go find where the rock they threw it and go dig it out. See, too many people want to just be the pretty rose. But me, Frank, and the people who really want to know, we got to be the roses that grew from the concrete.
That's real.
So you got to know what these people are up against so you can at least mitigate the damage. Don't get me wrong. We ain't going to be able to stop none of this damage. We can mitigate it for ourselves or people that really, really want to know.
Oh, yeah.
Because really, to tell you the truth, when they start, all you got to do is say, when they start telling you, Frank, we doing it in the name of democracy.
Oh, yeah. That's how
you're doing it in the name of mob rule.
Exactly. And
just like what happened out there in California when them parents got to fighting about when they learned the LGBTQ curriculum, Armenians out there, when they got to fighting, they found out their children being taught to in school. And they had them activists, them so-called activists, but they ain't nothing but communist agents, probably, and half of them ain't from the damn United States. And some of them might be illegal immigrants, by the way, that they done put out there to do a job. Don't forget, in New York City, they got a vending machine there where you can go get your drugs from. That's part of the Tavistock Institute.
Damn, hey, okay, but one more before you go. Okay, so what you think about the Eric Adams? I mean, not the Eric Adams. What you think about what's his name running? Cornel West. What you think about that?
Nothing. Yeah, man. What are you running for?
I mean, he's supposed to be running for president, but it's just like,
what are you running for? Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is probably beating the hell out of Biden right now in the polling, right? What is he running for? Joe Biden already told you they ain't doing no damn debates. How are they gonna hear you?
Yeah, that was weird how he said that.
They're not doing no debates for the Democratic Party. How are they gonna hear you?
Like, how does that work? How you not gonna do no debate? You know what I'm saying? Like, how? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it works like that. You know what I mean? But it's like,
now look, on the
so,
Republican side, you can. I mean, if you got they got blinders on, it's easy to tell Trump to win because you got daggone about 10 people that already ran. So all they're gonna do is split the vote, and that's gonna make it easy for him. Matter of fact, he would have won anyway. But I'm just saying, you got Chris Christie, Tim Scott, Nikki Haley, Mike Pence, DeSantis. DeSantis
Mike Pence is gonna run.
He said he's gonna run for president, but it don't matter. He ain't getting nothing. He ain't polling nothing to like 7 to 10%.
Oh no.
All they gonna do is split the vote. Yeah. And the Indian guy they got running, but yeah. You know, like I said,
I can see it.
But shit, Kanye West might throw his head in the ring sooner or later.
No,
by the way, I will say this about Kanye. You remember all that stuff they were talking about with Kanye when the Creed people was taking his deals and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
They just got, I think they lost in court, man. They got to pay Kanye back $75 million in money. And you know what I think? I really think they put the wool over our eyes. A lot of stuff they doing, remember, this is contracts, right? They say they dumped him, but sooner or later the contract say you're gonna have to pay me anyway. So really the day you, Frank, it made you look again.
It might not even have been, it might have just been all ploy. And he signed a $75 million contract and they finally paid him.
Yeah.
That's all it is, like you
just
said.
I look at it like this. Even if it wasn't a ploy, right? Daggone, they know, hey, we can get rid of you, but guess what? Sooner or later, we still got to pay you.
We just still got to pay you. See, once again, it makes you think, and it has you asking. I mean, how much are these people in character? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Are they in character for all this time? I mean, it really makes you think because, and when are they out? When are they in or out of character? That's my question. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just seems like, you know, what you got to really ask yourself that. You know what I'm saying? And try to figure that out. Like, I don't know. It's really weird.
But I know, but we know with Tucker Carlson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tucker Carlson got a show on Twitter now. But guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Tucker Carlson still can get paid because, like I said, see, we got to get the Fox News did not fire Tucker Carlson. They just want him off the air till 2025 to daggone because the election coming up. They still paying him $20 million. Or the $10 million. They still paying. He's still under contract. They got to pay him out his contract. So he ain't completely gone.
But see, with the mainstream media will try to make it seem like, you know what I mean, like they just fired him. But see, that's another thing for us to talk about too. Though.
Read the fine print, goddammit. Read the goddamn fine print.
Right.
Don't you when you go to the store, don't they tell you you're supposed to read the fine print?
Exactly.
Read the fine print terms, then you know it. Stop being crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, it just really make you think too, man. It's like, what are these people up to, man? You know, a lot of this stuff, like I be saying, man, a lot of this stuff is just games, man. It's games. It's just straight up shenanigans.
Okay. First of all, let's get to the language. When Don Lemon was fired, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said they terminated his contract. When Tucker Carlson left Fox News, they said they mutually agreed to part ways. Well, mutually agreed to part ways mean I got to pay you some money.
Right.
Terminate your contract mean I sliced the deal.
That's true.
They kind of told you, but you didn't listen. And then you got the media propaganda say, oh yeah, he's gone. He got mutually agreed to part ways. All you gotta remember that word, mutually agreed to part ways, that daggone, you don't have to even think that hard. They tell you what they did, and then you say, oh yeah, they got rid of him because mutually agreed to part ways. Just remember the language. Always remember the language and the buzzwords, and you will be fine.
Exactly.
Don't get into that far right nonsense, all this conspiracy, all that. I mean, not conspiracy, but all these terms, far right, leftist. Look, either you're communist or you're not. Point blank. But yeah, I gotta go get up early, man. But you know, it is what it is, brother. But thank you for bringing me on again. This was pretty good. I had a good time, man. You know.
For sure. Yeah, thanks for coming on, BJ, man. We spit, you know what I'm saying, that fire, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yes,
You know,
sir,
shout out
man.
to your information, man, for the piece of the people, you know what I mean?
You can give me a King BJ Johnson YouTube, but daggone, y'all know when I'm back on the board, still got me on lockdown. Daggone, they beating me like a slave in the outhouse, man. I don't know what the fuck going on with this crazy but they're doing, man. But Bernard Johnson, Facebook, Bernard 1121 Instagram, King BJ Fitness 32. DJ, it's DJ and King BJ.com, but they also got me at KingBJFitness.com and 1987 BJ1 on Twitter and $1999 BJ Cash App if you want to donate. Y'all support Frank Nitty's Cash App, and hey brother, you go ahead and have a good night and take your time, man. I'll be back on soon.
All right, for sure, man. Good looking out for coming on, man. Peace, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, BJ. So I'm gonna holla at y'all, man. I'm about to get off here my damn self, man. Get something to eat, recuperate. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, like, subscribe, man. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know it lets you know when I'm on. And yeah, man, we gonna rock back out. You something keep rocking out with this, man. It's real information, it's knowledge, man. It's true, all right? So I'm gonna holla at y'all, man. So peace out, all right?